Hey everybody, Rodamon here for episode 3 of my Vatgrown Massacre. Before I start, I want to say that um, Alpha 18 has dropped as a test environment, and you all should definitely check it out. Absolutely, definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of features. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Um, I'll keep doing this in Alpha 17. This playthrough wouldn't be all that affected by Alpha 18 anyway. A lot of Alpha 18 is like diplomacy options and things like that. But yeah, check out the patch. It's pretty cool. All right, so back to this game. So as you pointed out, I have a hare that needs dying, and the thrall's never going to do it because she's incapable of violence. And I did, in fact, make a sniper rifle. I was wrong about that. So we're going to keep trekking along. What I'm going to try to do is forget the hospital bed. I really want power armor, and I want to make sure I have everything I need for power armor, but I also need mortars. Hospital bed wouldn't be terrible, though. And then another one of you pointed out, I'm sorry, I don't have my other monitor hooked up, so I'm bad with names, that given the lore of this playthrough, my four Vatgrown should not have help. That was a little loud. And I agree with you. So I'm going to attempt to do this as a four-man group only, which will have its challenges, certainly. Alright, so I've, for the last few days, have been playing Alpha 18, trying to suss out all of its secrets. So I have to kind of figure out what I was doing here a little bit, I'll be honest. I've been deep into 18 for a while, so do check it out. It is pretty cool. Oh, you know what I want? Oh, I have double strand. All right. Bad seasonal temperature. It's because I'm in fall. So come springtime, I might want to try to get a Devil Strand farm going for clothing. Some of the best, easily accessible clothing for combat. Why does the lightning keep hitting my base? What is going on? Let's prompt them to actually fight it. It started raining. So this area is probably the best Double Strand area. I don't know if it's going to be unharassed by invaders, which is the only problem. But there doesn't seem to be really any other. That's probably too close to the edge. Any other really good Devil Strand spots. Alright, what is Agiel doing? You're mining? Alright, I want you hauling for now. Or, you know, take a nap. Whatever. What would I know? So we just reclaimed a bunch of limestone blocks. Yeah, we have a bunch of limestone blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and order them to cut the plants around here so I can more easily see the high quality, the higher quality fertile ground. But before I do that, we got our first good sniper rifle. Not our first sniper rifle, but our first good one. What I think I'm going to do is make more assault rifles and sniper rifles. We don't need too many people with like extraordinarily long range. But my steel situation is a little grim. I don't have nearly as much steel as I'd like. The trouble is, when you want to go to war, and I would say this is the problem with this, with RimWorld in general, is there isn't a lot of profit in war right now. Raiding enemies and the like, it doesn't give you very much. It should give you more for your effort. So I want everyone to haul this stuff into storage and this stuff out of the kitchen, and then I'll put them all in plant cut. I'm gonna sort of push everyone into the same tasks. Just sort of a cleanup. Oh, sensory mechanites. Well, it's too bad you're not our crafter. Sensory mechanites. It's pretty nice when you're a crafter. But you're our researcher, so that's not nearly as useful. Alright, so they're obviously doing the hauling that I wanted them to do. Alright, that's been taken care of. Alright, now I feel like they did the hauling they needed to. It's time to prep the double strand area. So I do want to seek out combat. Let me generate the world here. But I don't think I can raid an entire town. I'm just not at that kind of strength yet. Who's our best grower? Thrall, the slave girl. Yeah, she's not actually all that close to being able to grow double strand. So I might just set her up to grow something else in this spot here, just so that she gets the sewing experience. And I'm only using the fertile areas because of the grow time of double strand. It takes a while, and if there's a freak cold snap or something like that, it won't grow enough for. I mean, it will grow enough for me to like pre-harvest, but if there's a really bad cold snap, it could kill it off. So I use fertile ground for that reason, so that I can avoid losing a huge amount of investment to like one freak cold snap, which, you know, has happened to me in the past. And what I could do here is actually just connect the walls like that. probably can see the high quality stuff enough. Oh, a pirate merchant. To finish off this this wall. 140. All right. Boring stuff, I know. I'm sorry. All right, that looks about right. There's like trees that have popped up while I was cutting. It's insane. All right, so let's see what I can do here. They've got really overpriced components. Did I want... you know what? I don't want dinosaur. Let's sell dinosaur. Sell the organs. I really want to buy bionics, but can't afford it. But this will get me a little bit closer to being able to buy bionics in the future. I can sell my Neuteramine, although they're not really paying a lot for it, so forget that. Don't want to nickel and dime myself. Alright, so I'll let them finish up the plant cut. And then retask it. Alright, so we are now using our proper storage, which is good. Good old solar flares, right? Alright, so now we're building the retaining walls. What I think I'm going to do here is... What could I use? Well, the problem is we're heading into winter, so it doesn't really matter what I sow here. I'll do rice, but I don't think I'll ever be able to harvest it because it's going to get too cold too soon. And I'm not about to just put in a bunch of grow lights and heaters in here to make sure it grows throughout the winter. That's not really my plan. It's too much investment. Bulk goods trader. Now, who's our best thrall? I should have had the thrall trade before. She'd have got me better prices. So I'm going to buy the components. It costs a lot, but I just don't have a lot of components. I'm going to sell everything but the human leather. My people like to wear human leather more than anything else. Tempting to buy some of this other stuff, but alright, sell all this broken crap. Dead people stuff. Shoddy and poor quality. Gonna sell it as well. Now I might have made enough for some bionics. Let me check. Let that steel land. Oh, and the pirate merchant literally takes off as I attempt to trade with them. That's too bad. Oh, this bear is going to need food soon. I don't want to be on the menu. Go after a squirrel. I might just want to rally the troops to deal with that ahead of time. Alright, Iseth. You are a 12 crafter. I expect more than just your crappy quality junk that you've been spewing out so far. Yeah, no one's growing anything. It's already bad seasonal temperature. That's too bad. Probably not going to get our double strand that we wanted grown. Might be able to do something with drugs, though. Let me retask to drug production. So in the spring, if I put a bunch of psychite leaves down or something like that, that could net us some good money. And then I could buy what I need. Just spitballing. Clearly don't have an answer exactly. Alright, so the grizzly bear just ate. I really should just arm up my guys to go kill him, but I don't want to sidetrack any of my guys. Alright, let's get you back on the assault rifles. Upgrade our weapons a bit. A bunch of bolt actions aren't going to do the heavy lifting we need it to. Alright, so we've done the tunnel. And that way this will technically connect to our base. We're about maybe a third to half done with that project. Maybe a little bit more than a third. Alright, here's another weapon. It is a good assault rifle. Give it to Tannen. And we're going to go ahead and cook up another one. Now the one problem I foresee is until we have component assembly, components are going to be hard to come by and we might need to travel. I need a multi-analyzer, and to make a multi-analyzer I need plasteel and gold. And I don't have that stuff. Alright, so we got drug production, back to mortars. Another bulk goods. Once the thrall wakes up, I'll have her do some trading. Urgently hungry. I don't know about you, but if I was urgently hungry, I'd wake up, no matter how deep sleep I was in. Alright, Mr. Bulk Goods. Sadly, I probably have to spend more on components than I'd like. I could cover the cost by selling the human leather. That might not be the worst idea. And oh, they have plasteel? Yeah, alright. So we're going to get our multi-analyzer here. The expensive way, but worth it, I'd say. By trading for it. It's the smart way. Huh. Uh, yeah, they changed the way roof areas work in Alpha 18, which is why I stared at it and I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" Because it's a little different in Alpha 18, and it threw me for a loop when I first saw it just now. I was thinking to myself, what button do I click? So if you're wondering why someone as experienced as me would stare at that menu for super long, you've got your answer. Now, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys are a better resource than the internet at times. That animal sleeping spots will stop infestations. You know, I'm actually not that afraid of infestations, so I'm gonna actually get rid of that. If an infestation swarm wants to mess with me, it's just me leveling up my shooting ability, as far as I'm concerned. So let's go ahead and who is that? Agil? Set him to haul. Another bulk goods trader. Jesus. Really? Did you haul 2 wood? Why? Why? What? I don't understand. Every now and then, I don't really understand what's going on behind the hood for this game, but I do find it funny. There we go. Minimizing the amount of limestone I need. Because for every hour that Iseth spends making limestone blocks instead of making weapons is time not spent murdering people. And I think you guys are watching this for me to murder people. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that was the interest in this video. I just don't want to do it. I'm on Iron Man or whatever, permadeath, and I don't want to get my hands dirty before I'm ready. Ideally, I'd like power armor. That might be asking too much, but I did say ideally. Now, I almost never play on anything but extreme difficulties, so I'm actually a little unfamiliar as to how the difficulty scales at these lower difficulties, because I'm so used to just extreme difficulty where like everything is punishing, you never get a break, and everything is trying to murder you immediately. That's like what I'm used to. So it is a little weird that that I'm playing on an easier difficulty. Just because I don't think on extreme difficulty with 4 people I'd ever be able to raid anything. I'd never win anything. I'd immediately die. Like, it's... So now I also need ideas for Alpha 18 playthroughs, as that is coming up sooner than later on full release. So right now, Tynan said, you know, the developer, if you don't know who Tynan is, said, please, video makers, I can't stop you, but don't make videos of this Alpha 18 because there's bugs and I don't want the game to be shown in a light where it's buggy. Now, he's always polite like that. Honestly, in my experience, Alpha 18 is not that buggy. I almost never have had bugs, so I don't really know what he's talking about the bugs. There might be obscure bugs that I just haven't run into. but there's certainly not like mainstream big bugs that have been a problem for me. Just maybe little things here and there, some polishing, finishing touches. I think the problem is AAA companies like, I don't know, Ubisoft, EA, those guys. They release games with such game crippling bugs that, like, when Tynan says, "Oh, there's some bugs," don't release it. It's like, Tynan, your bugs are not bugs. They're just kinks. You know, when I play EA or a lot of the other AAA titles, it's unplayable. Like I've never had RimWorld unplayable. There's been some funny things that are problematic and they get patched within a day or two. I remember in like Alpha 14 there was like a game crippling bug for like a day, which I thought was pretty funny. But they're so few and far between that it's so easily forgivable. It doesn't even make sense to prevent people from playing. But that's just the quality that we're used to getting out of him. Alright, I think this will be my last limestone block. I don't know if I need more than 180. This kind of looks to be that times 5. 56 times 5, that's how much limestone I need, roughly. Which is 280. Okay, so I do need a little bit more, but I'm going to wait until I actually need it. Now, I'd say one of the only quality of life things I'd like changed is like a check for hauling. So when someone, I mean, it might critically slow down the game, but when anyone is leaving an area to go do another task, see if there's something they can haul in the area that they're at to prevent or to reduce the amount of back and forth, so that you're doing work, leaving and coming. That'd be the only like quality of life thing I'd change. All right, so we got plenty of meat left. Maybe not the meat we want to eat. But plenty of meat nonetheless. And then just because we make this trek a lot, let's expand the roof over it. Keep it from building up snow or something like that. It is pretty cold here. Alright, my stem is almost done with hospital. Oh, there we go. Hospital bed and vitals monitor. But now that we actually, forget that, power armor. We don't have the plasteel for power armor, so maybe deep drilling first. See if there's any buried plasteel on the map. Alright, so 30, so, alright. 150 more limestone, roughly, is what we need. Wow, Mistema, you don't sleep much, do you? Ooh, a shoddy rifle. That's not cool. Well, I think it's still better than a bolt action, but obviously not what I was looking for. Alright, Septober. It's almost winter. So we'll have this all walled off by spring. And then we can put like psychoid plants down. It's a lot of drugs. It is a lot of drugs. Another thing I could try to do is to, once I have a few more assault rifles, deal with this ancient danger. Might be worth it. And deal with the grizzly bear. I think it's honestly only a matter of time until that grizzly bear bites me in my ass. Literally. Really? Going for a walk? No walks. You're a thrall girl. Alright. Is there... Yeah, there's some more steel on the map. Silver. Steel. Yeah, having started... let's haul those components. Having started in a flat area, there's obviously not a lot of natural resources until we do deep dig. You know, maybe I wasn't intentionally doing that for an added challenge, but it's an added challenge now. So I'm going to want deep drilling, ground penetrating, scanner, and component assembly. There's a lot of stuff I want. I kind of promised action in this episode, but I can't be certain that I'm going to get there. I'll try. I'll certainly try. Yeah, look at all these crops die off. The great die off. I'm going to be different if I was in the mountains with a lot of natural plasteel. One cool thing about Alpha 18 is you get meteor strikes that can bring plasteel to a map where none had been previous. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, wild boar's gone crazy. Doing the peekaboo strategy here. Let's see if I can't peekaboo with more gun power. Where you going? You fleeing? Oh, you're downed. I don't think we needed more meat. And actually, our shooters can walk straight up to the windows here. There's really no threat of a wild boar shooting us. Let's fast forward time a little bit. Come on. Wow, shooting off a tusk. What are you? Oh, okay. I'm going to use Mistema as like a human bait. You know what? They're taking too long. I don't have this kind of time. Alright. You maddened? Yeah. We're just going to go hunting. I got no time for that. Alright, so it looks like there's only 2 more, and then maybe I'll just deal with my grizzly bear problem right now, rather than to wait until it, like, tries to bite someone. I do believe you shot the wrong person there. A few times, in fact. Alright. You are the medic, so you can self-tend. Which I will assume you're going to do. Let's go grizzly hunting. No meds. Alright, so they're both pissed. One's down. Other one's down. Alright. I'm glad I headed that off. It was really only a matter of time until that bit me in a bad way. I think that's all the boars. So let's get some good, what did I do to the clothing? Oh, you're still fine. Oh, you're up! Will you look at that? Let's punch him to death. Yeah. No chance. Alright, so this is all finished up. Looking lovely. Of course, there's snow on the ground, but hey. Could be worse. Then I'm just going to allow sewing as soon as it's sewable. They can go ahead and do it. This is a lot of influx of meat. Oh, right, I forgot about that rat scar. And Mastema has the sensory mechanites. That probably actually makes her a better researcher. Her manipulation's up, and her sight is up. Yeah, actually, let me check that out. I'm curious. I'm pretty sure that would make her faster. Research. Yep. Yep. Makes her faster. Well, that's not good. Infection. And we'll go rest. Try to outpace it. Do we have another doctor? We do. Thrall girl. Cargo pods. Another pretty cool thing that they added in Alpha 18 is a lot of like effects. If you've played, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I guess you'll find out. But they're pretty cool. There's screen effects, sound effects, all sorts of stuff like that. Neat little additions. Shouldn't you be resting? Do you really want me to chop off your leg? I mean, come on. I know your immunity's more than your infection, but it's not going to stay that way for long. Alright. Hopefully this is not... Ooh, a superior one. Very nice. Mastema, you get to upgrade. Oh, okay, the thrall's doing it. And we're gonna cook up, hopefully, just one more. One sniper rifle and the rest assault rifles. It's probably a pretty good mix. Hippo. Nope. You get to lay there, Hippo. I am not coming to save you. Man, time flies. I'm already 40 minutes into this episode, and short of some boars and a bear, you guys have not seen the combat that I said promised. I was a little idealistic or optimistic about the speed of which I could gear up. But what I could do is, once I get this assault rifle to attempt a raid, I think it is premature and I don't think I'm geared up enough for it. But that's not to say I wouldn't do it. Those are different things. Yeah, it's getting cold. Getting very cold. Alright, so we have deep drilling. Ground penetrating radar will allow us to actually deep drill. I've never really understood why those two aren't inversed. I realize you could just like drop drills down randomly, but your chances of hitting resources is so astronomically slim that I don't really understand why it's even an option. Come on, thrall. Alright, is it severe illness? Oh yeah, but fine. Immunity is about to be done. That is a pretty cold operating room there, though. Alright, there we go. Up and at him. All set. Just a normal quality. Yeah, it's better than this shoddy crap. Alright, so we all have assault rifles now, except for Iseth, who has the sniper rifle. Let's see. I can cancel the hauls on here. I want to clear the rocks out, though. Agil's probably not the best person to be hauling this stuff, though, given that he has a bum leg from it being infected, but, you know, whatever. I could start, I need the components, though. In fact, I think I need component assembly more than ground penetrating radar. I have a very limited amount of components I have access to, and what I have access to should probably go to getting more components. So I was thinking of making that the drug lab. I already have the building there. So there was some component. Okay, let's get that before it deteriorates. We could butcher him. Get the antibiotics. There's some silverware down here. In there. I already started mining that. Come on, just finish. 4 more swings. That's all I ask. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All those bulk goods came all at once, and now there's none. Makes me sad. Just turning off what I don't need to run. Although, my power grid's fine, I guess. Could be worse. So that roof there really helped that path. I have plenty of steel, so the component assembly would really be good to have. There's a bad temperature in this room. I think what I'll do is I'll double heater here and vent here. So there's just not a lot of room in the lab/hospital or heat stuff. So it's, oh really? You fail? At least it's only steel. Alright, so now it's not bad temperature. I'll be researching it quite a bit faster. Oh, Thrall got sick with malaria. How malaria persists in sub-freezing temperatures, I don't know, but that's not cool. No, but it's already pretty advanced malaria. Oh, more antibiotics. Alright, well, she should be fine. She has 2 workhead kidneys. The immunity should catch up, as long as she stays in bed. Now it's warmer too, so that's of benefit. We're running a little low on vegetables here. Long winter in the northern... You know, I'm actually... I guess I'm a little northern. I thought it was closer to the equator, but who knows. So I put this down so I can dry up this little pond here. Make it a slightly faster move around in my own bunker. There's no need for that kind of slowdown. And I've got about 15-ish minutes left. And it was really, I'm sorry to say, not too many highlights in this video. It's strange enough for me to say, I should have said at the first 5 minutes of like, this one will be boring. You might not want to watch this one, or at least fast forward it, you know, for context or something like that. But I didn't. I am pretty close to having power armor though. I think given that it will be a 4 versus probably 8 to 12, I guess it really depends. You know, every advantage I can get, I should take. Like power armor, for instance. I don't really know where the path is there. Figured I'd toss some roofs up, try to keep snow from accumulating continuously. Alright, area revealed. That was right next to the silver, and it's nothing. A little extra silver wouldn't hurt. I really want that bionic eyeball, as I've previously mentioned. That's for... who is it for? 10. Alright, so he is a good assault rifle. I should give him the normal one, but... ooh, that's not good. Failed to romance me. Interesting. Alright, well, you, my friend, still has malaria. Why your doctor is trying to romance you, I really don't know. It's dreadfully inappropriate. Alright, so your immunity has caught up. I'm glad I prevented you from whatever shenanigans you were about to partake in. Alright, Agiel should still be hauling. Yeah, he is. He's hauling those chunks. And you know what? I think... Oh, Tannen wants to mine. Why do you want to mine overhaul? I don't know. But we have a lot of resources out in the field. We've got a lot of steel up here and down there. Might as well haul it all back, because once we have the component assembly, we can build a bench for that, and then start working on power armor, which I think will be important. Get that power armor going. I'm surprised all this water doesn't freeze, or at least the shallow stuff doesn't ice over. That'd be something I kind of expect in a future patch, I guess, is liquid water dynamic type stuff. A lot of games of this nature have it, like Stone Hearth or Craft the World, or a lot of the games like this have that sort of liquid aqua dynamics built into it, whereas RimWorld doesn't. It's less important in RimWorld, but I could see hydroelectric power and things of that nature sometime in the future. Alright, so I set them to haul, and now they're finally hauling, and they'll have this area all cleaned up. I'm going to do another cut plants. Get this area really ready to grow drugs. Alright, Tannen is hiding in his room because he was rebuffed and lacks a bionic part. Well, Tannen, you're the first one to get a bionic part if I can find an eyeball for you. You should be on your feet pretty soon. Yeah, it reminds me of that mental break that he just suffered. The next patch has a lot cooler mental breaks. And good ones, too. Inspiration breaks, the opposite of mental breaks, which is pretty cool. Ooh. Yikes. You are clearly the only one doing the cooking around here. Let's see if we can't fix that. Cook. Because I think I draw the line at raw food. Alright. We'll never... Oh, yeah. You're the only one that can't cook. But yeah, that raw food's not going to make them happy, is it? Blocked by roof. Oh, yeah. That would be my fault. Destroyed my own power grid. Totally accidentally. Alright, my stem is cooking up some food, so we don't have to eat raw meat. Got some alpha beavers. Let me set them up to get hunted. Tannen, you're starving. Alright, come on. 91% just. Get done already. We need you on your feet, cooking for us. We warriors don't know our way around a kitchen. We're making simple meals that are probably going to get everyone food poisoning. Yep. As if I predicted the future there. Immediate food poisoning. Alright, so this zone is all hauled away. I'm going to leave Agiel on haul. So there's still a lot of steel out there. In fact, actually, let's put Iseth. And, yeah, Iseth on haul as well. Because we don't really have her crafting anything right now. Come on. Malaire's taking forever. Our constructors weren't doing it, so I'll have Iseth do it. Get that wind power back. Major break risk. Man, those mechanites are really digging in. Alright, Thrall, you're done, right? 98%? Come on. They're like 2% short of done. This episode brought to you by Patience. Great. I have a half-blind hunter trying to go to town. Alright, Thrall's on her feet, so everyone can stop trying to cook. Cooking up that poison. They keep saying that she needs warm clothing, but I disagree. I fully disagree. So another thing I could use here is a dining room. So I'm gonna get myself one of those. Oh, getting revenge. Yeah, you're not gonna get revenge. Yep. Half-blind hunter, still better than an alpha beaver. Alright, who's Tannen should be the one constructing. There he goes. We have an okay amount of components. I don't want to waste them. Because we're going to want that component assembly bench. And this is going to become our dining room. People have been eating in the workshop for a while. Figured it's about time to fix that. In my last remaining minute or two. So, I'm probably going to go straight into recording the next episode and air them somewhat together. They're kind of huge files for me to upload. But this will be that for this episode. I'm sorry there wasn't more action than just shooting some boars and bears. Oh my. But I'm pretty close to being able to get my component assembly, ground penetrating radar, and possibly be getting power armor. And once I have some power armor, I can go Fallout 4 the Wasteland with my might and glory. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you do check out Alpha 18. If you don't know how to, it is in a testing branch on Steam. That might be the only way to get it. PM me on this video if you need details about how to get that. And leave feedback for this video or for, Alpha 18 impressions if you want. Okay, I'm going to see all of you later. Adios, friends.